Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is actually going to be a review and demo on the new Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Foundation. I got my hands on a shade that works for me, and I've actually already tried to film this video once and I just did not like the way it turned out. So I'm using a few different products to kind of interact with that foundation and see if I get different results, and just give you guys my thoughts and opinions on how I like the foundation and how I feel that it may work best for your skin types or whoever may want to try it out. So if you guys want to see this video, then please keep watching. So this is what the foundation looks like. If you have not already seen it or heard about it, it is very popular right now. It's getting a lot of mixed reviews though, so I think that has to do with skin types, like if you're oily or dry. Now if you're an oily person, this is meant to work for you because it is a mattifying, waterproof, all night foundation, and it's full coverage. And what I have noticed is that it definitely does last for a long time, and it does work really hard at keeping your face like non-oily. So, and you'll see that when I apply it. I love the packaging. I like how you can actually see the color of your foundation through the holes here, because sometimes packaging covers all of it or it may not be the actual color on the outside. So I love that, and I love just the metallic look of this packaging as well. And then of course it has a pump, so I love that. This is shade number 12 in this foundation, and I think this is the darkest shade that they had. So I know that I'm not the lightest or the darkest skin tone person, so I feel like they could do a little bit better with some shades that are a little bit darker than this. And this shade pretty much works for me. It definitely does kind of sit into my skin, and of course you'll see that when I do the demo. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the demo. I'm gonna be using two primers to mix with this foundation today, and the first primer I'm using is my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and I'm only putting this in my T-zone area, kind of like right here under my cheeks, because I have quite a bit of texture sometimes, like right here in this area. The other primer I'm going to use for the rest of my face is the Milani Prime Shield Mattifying and Pore Minimizing Primer. This is one of my favorite primers. It's oil free. It reminds me a lot of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So I'm just going to pump a few pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going to start out light because I noticed that when I pump too many pumps, it gets to be overwhelming and just too much at one time, because a little of this goes a long way. And I'm just going to use my e.l.f. foundation brush to apply this. Sure, I drag it down to my neck area. So as you can see, just that little bit is very full coverage, and it pretty much is matching my skin right now. And I really love it because it covers up a lot of imperfections, and it just is so full coverage and very mattifying. I have a lot of like oily issues in my nose because I have some more larger pores there, and it really just kind of soaks up the oils there as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my concealer and my powder, finish off the rest of my face, and then I'll give you guys like my final thoughts of how everything mixed in together with this foundation. So for concealer, I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and this is in the shade Dark Warm. So far it's really easy to blend out my concealer on top of this foundation. Some foundations dry so quickly, so whatever you apply on top can just kind of be hard to blend out, but this does not seem like I'm having that issue. So it doesn't look like it got cakey or anything like that. It still looks nice and smooth, like I just put on one layer of foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my concealer and go on from there. To set my concealer today, I'm gonna be taking the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in light to medium, and I'm using the Sculpting shade to set my concealer. I'm also gonna put some of this on my nose and up above my brows as well. To contour / bronze my face, I'm going to be taking that same palette but in the medium to dark version, and I'm taking the contour shade on an e.l.f. angled blush brush. So taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder in Dark Deep, I'm going to be applying that to set my entire face. I'm going to be taking the shade Golden Bronze from the Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow and applying that to my cheekbones. A little bit down the bridge of my nose. And a little bit above my Cupid's bow. For a little bit of extra color, I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild blush in the color Mellow Wine and applying that to my cheeks. For lips, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D shade in Lolita and the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in Teddy. Okay guys, so I have finished applying all of the products on my face, and I must say that I love the way everything worked with the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. It does not look cakey, nothing looks like it's too much. I think everything mixed very well, and my foundation and the finish of my face looks very matte, and I don't see any oils or anything like that peeking through right now. So throughout the day, usually I have worn this foundation and probably used the same combination, maybe a little bit different on the powders sometimes, but it pretty much works with every combination of different products. The only thing I noticed is when I applied it with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer, it kind of sucked up everything and just dried up, so it might not work well with a super mattifying primer. So that's one thing that you might want to keep in mind. But other than that, I really do love this foundation. I think it will work great if you are an oily person and you want something that's mattifying and that will last all night. I think you will love this foundation. So I recommend it to those of you who are looking for something to help control oils. If you are a darker skin than me, you may have a hard time trying to make this foundation work for you. I'm not exactly sure, but I think this was the last shade in the line. So keep that in mind when you're also looking for this foundation. But I definitely recommend it. I definitely give it a thumbs up and a yay for purchasing. So if you guys enjoyed this review and demo yay or nay video, then please give it a thumbs up so I know to do more videos like this. And I definitely will, because I want to go out and purchase some new products and do more of the yay or nay series videos. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.